Hello ladies and gentlemen, in today's video I will show you how you can create this animated slide design in PowerPoint. As you can see, we have an icon menu here on the left side. You can click on any of those icons and quickly jump to different slides. And if you are presenting your presentation on a tablet, you can just click those icons with your finger, and that's super duper awesome. Alright, so let's get back to PowerPoint and let's get started with this tutorial. Before we get started, I want to say a huge thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video and supporting One Skill channel. Skillshare is an awesome online learning community with thousands of classes for you, my friend. You can learn many new skills such as animation, design and illustration, and many more. And I'm always looking for new ways to improve myself as a presentation designer, and learning new skills such as user experience design is really useful. I have recently taken this class on Skillshare called Smart Responsive UX Design, Clever Tips, Tricks and Techniques by Vitaly from Smashing Magazine. And this class was all about making a better responsive website experience for your web visitors. However, I think many of the principles can be applied to slide design as well. And in today's video, we'll be doing our best to create a nice user experience with our animated PowerPoint slide design. So definitely check out Skillshare and start creating even more amazing presentations. First 1000 people who click the link in the video description will get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free. And by the way, today's tutorial slides are free to download thanks to Skillshare. Link is in the video description. And now let's continue with the video. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how you can create this amazing animated PowerPoint slide design. So first of all, let me just choose, while holding down the Shift key, all of these slides, all of these 5 slides that I have already created, and let's just add them to a slide section. Let's call it original. And here below, let's start a new section, and let's call it tutorial. Alright, and here let's add a new slide. Alright, so first of all, let's take care of the color palette. So as you can see here, we have 5 different slides with 5 beautiful background colors. So you can always go to colors.co or colors.co and find beautiful palettes. So let's just grab this beautiful color palette. So I'm just using a screen capture tool. And let's just hit Command V or Control V to paste this palette right here. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit. Alright. And now we can just right click on this slide number 6. Choose Format Background, choose Solid Color. Let's expand the color window, more colors. And let's just use this eyedropper tool to pick this exact color. That's awesome. Alright, so let me just duplicate this slide 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I guess 4 times. Now let's just change the rest of these slides. I mean the colors of the rest of these slides. So for slide number 7, let's choose this beautiful yellow color. Alright, so for now I'm just choosing different colors from the color palette, so it's pretty easy. So I'll just speed it up a little bit and I'll meet you in a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so now we have 5 new beautiful slides with beautiful background color from our color palette. So we can delete this color palette picture. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit. And now we can create these beautiful icon bubbles. So first of all, we need to find 5 icons. So you can go to websites such as flaticon.com. But for this tutorial, let's just use PowerPoint icons. If you have PowerPoint Office 365, you should see in the Insert section this icon tab. So let's just click on it. And we need to find 5 beautiful icons. So first of all, let's just look for bulb icon. So let's click on it to select it. All right, now let's see what kind of other icons do we need. So let's search for market icon. Let's click on this one. So as you can see, we have insert 2. So we have already 2 icons selected. Right, the next one is cup, gear, and some people. So let's find those icons. I guess I'll just type in coffee. All right, gear and people. I think this one. So let's just click insert 6. So I think I have accidentally selected one more icon that I don't need. So let's see. Yes, I guess this one. We can delete this one. All right. Okay, so now we have all of our icons. Let's align them just like this. So the next one should be market icon. Then the solution, coffee cup. Then the gear, and then we have some people. All right, so now let's insert a circle. So let's just go to Insert, Shapes. Let's choose Circle tool. Hold down the Shift key to get a perfect circle. All right, we can make it absolutely white, no outline. All right, and let's just place it somewhere around here. And for the size, we can actually use 2.3 centimeters. Let's make sure that we lock the aspect ratio. Let's hit enter. I think 2.3 works well in this situation. And let's just activate slide guides so that we can see where is the center of the slide. So let's actually put this one in the center of the slide. All right, just like this. And now hold down the Alt or Option key and drag upwards so that we can make a copy. You can hold down the Shift key as well to drag a copy in a straight line, just like this. All right, now we can hold down the Shift key and select these 3 bubbles, and let's make sure that we have equal vertical gaps, just like that. And now let's just hold down the Shift key, select these 2 top bubbles, so hold down the Option or Alt key, and let's drag some copies below. And PowerPoint should help us to align everything perfectly. Awesome. And now let's make sure that we select all of our icons. Let's make sure they're in the front. And now all we have to do is just fit them inside of these bubbles. So let's make all of our icons smaller, just like that. And now we can zoom in, and let's make sure that we fit all of these icons one by one into these circles. Let's make this coffee cup a little bit smaller, just like that. And now we can select all of the icons, and let's choose a slightly different color. For example, this one. Let me actually check what kind of color I was using right here. Yes, the second black color from the top in the second row, the second column. So I guess this is the same one. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished with these circles and the icons. So we can actually now insert a rectangle. So let's choose a rectangle tool, and let's just draw a rectangle which covers all of our icons. Let's send this rectangle to back, remove the outline. All right, and we can group all of these icons. Hit Command G or Control G to group. Let's make sure that everything is in the center. It is. That's awesome. So now we can ungroup all of these icons. And now we can actually select all of these icons with the circles. And let's just drag them here to the right side so that they touch, to the left side so that they touch the left side of the slide. But let's select the icons and bring them back. Whoops, hold down the Option or Alt key to make a copy and bring back a copy, just like that. Now let's make sure that the rectangle is white so that we can see what we're doing, just like that. And let's choose a different color for these icons. This one. So basically here on the left side we have the active colors, or like these bubbles for the active icon status, and these are inactive icons. So as you can see here in the example, this one is active, so that's why we have this more dark color, and these have slightly lighter color. So that's why we need two copies of these icons. Somehow one team member is missing, so let's just drag a lady somewhere right here. Oops. Hold down the Option key to make a copy, just like that. Awesome. Alright, so now let's make sure that we group these guys together, so circle and icon. Let's group them. Alright, and let's make sure that all of these icons and this rectangle is in the front. Bring to front, okay. So that later on we will be animating this bubble and it should come below this white rectangle, just like that. Awesome. So now let's take care of the links, because as you can see in this example, I have inserted the hyperlinks to each of these icons. So you can use the arrow keys to navigate the presentation, but you can as well click on the icons and you can jump to any slide that you want. And to do that, you need to insert links to these icons. So that's what we're going to do right now. So for this first bubble icon, let's select it, go to Insert, choose Link, and choose this document, slide titles, and in this case it is slide number 6. So let's choose slide number 6. For this next one, it's going to be slide number 7. And so on. So let me finish this up quickly. So now we can check it out on the full screen if our links are working. Yes, they are working, but since the rest of our slides are empty, so there's nothing to see. Okay, so now let me show you how we can actually create this beautiful cutout effect. As you can see, we have this beautiful round cutout. So let me show you how it's done. And before we continue, let's actually zoom out a little bit and select this rectangle and hold down the Control and Shift key, and let's just drag it upwards like that. We need this rectangle to be bigger because we'll be moving it up and down, and we want this rectangle to cover the whole slide. So that's why we're making it extra long, just like that. Alright, and now let's actually hit Command A to select all of these objects, Command A or Control A, and hit Command X to cut all of these elements. And let's paste them into slide number 8, Command V or Control V, because on this slide we can use this icon in the center to make the cutout. So let's actually move this icon to the center. We can change its color for a moment. Let's just change its color to blue. Alright, and now let's just drag this rectangle to the center as well. Let's rotate it to the right side like this, and let's make sure we send it to back. And let's make sure it is aligned to the center, just like that. Alright, so we have this icon. Let's just make sure it's in the center. It's really important. Alright, and now let's go to shapes and insert a triangle. Hold down the shift key to get a perfect triangle. Let's change its color to, for example, orange, no outline. Let's flip it vertically. Let's just make sure that this guy is in the front. Now let's place this rectangle in the center and like this to the top of this white rectangle. And now we can squish down this rectangle just like that. Again, let's align it to the top of this white rectangle. And now select the triangle, hold down the Control key. And this way we can make it wider, just like that. I think it's good enough. And now we can select the white rectangle, hold down the shift key, select the triangle. Now go to shape format, merge shapes and choose subtract. This way we have subtracted the triangle from the rectangle. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we can turn this circle to white color once again, so it looks beautiful. Alright, and now we can select this rectangle shape and choose edit points. And now we will have to play with these points a little bit, so let's just click on this bottom point. We're getting these white handles, so just hold down the shift key and drag them down like that. And it's whoops, once again. And as you can see, we're getting this nice beautiful curve. And for these points as well, we can drag this handle just like that. For this one as well, let's make it something like this. We can bring up this point and we can drag these handles outwards slightly. And I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so all we have to do right now is just put back everything into place. So let's flip this rectangle to the left side or to the right side, just like that. Let's align it to the left side and let's align it to the middle, so it's in the middle. That's beautiful. Now let's just bring this circle to this position. Okay. And for this inactive icon, let's go to graphic format and choose no fill. It's really important to make this icon to have no fill. That's how it works. Okay, and once again, let's select all of these bubble icons and this one as well. Hold down the shift key to select it, and let's make sure we send them to back, so that this rectangle and all of these icons are in the front. That's awesome. That's important. Alright, so we're pretty much finished with creating all of the elements that we need. So now we go to the fun part. So let's select all of these elements, hit Command-C or Control-C to copy. And now let's paste them right here into slide number 6. Alright, so now let's just select this bubble icon. Let's move it right here. And for this guy, let's turn back the color of this guy. Alright, and now grab this bubble icon. Let's move it here. Let's make this icon a no fill. Alright, and now let's select this rectangle and let's move it upwards. You can hold down the shift key so that you move in a straight line and position it like this. Okay, so now we can select all of the slides from slide number 6 to slide number 10. Go to transitions, make sure you select Morph, and we can make it faster, 0.5 seconds. Alright, and we can basically check it out if it's working. Okay, so we can click on this icon and we can click back to the first one. So yeah, it's looking beautiful. And of course, the rest of the icons, we haven't done them yet, so it's empty. So let's continue with that. So let's just hit Command A to select everything, and let's paste everything into slide number 7. Alright, so in this case, let's bring the visibility of this icon. Let's bring this guy to the left side. Let's bring this guy to the right side. Always you can hold down the Shift key, and for this guy let's make it invisible, and let's bring down the rectangle. And this is pretty much the same steps that I'm going to repeat for the rest of the slides. We can actually copy all of the elements from the slide number 8 and paste them to slide number 9. Alright, so let's place this one to the left side. Let's make this, we can just copy the color from this icon. Alright, now let's bring this bubble icon to the right side. This one gets invisibility powers, that's awesome, and we bring down the rectangle. It's beautiful. Once again, Command A or Control A to select everything, and hit Command C to copy. Paste everything into the last slide, and once again bring this guy to the left side. Let's copy this beautiful color, this icon. This one becomes invisible, and this guy goes to the right side, and then the rectangle goes here. And as you can see, all of these slides have morph transition, and morph transition really helps with making all of these animations. Alright, so now everything should be working just perfectly, and we can test it out by using the arrow keys, left and right, and as well you can click on any of these icons, and you can jump straight to the last slide or straight to the first slide. That's super duper awesome. And by the way, if you are viewing your presentation on a tablet, so you can use your fingers to touch these icons, so that's pretty awesome as well. Okay, and let me just quickly copy the content for these slides to make them a little bit more interesting for you. So ladies and gentlemen, now you know how you can create this awesome animated PowerPoint slide design in PowerPoint. And as mentioned before, you can click on any of these icons with your mouse or with your finger if you're using a tablet, or you can just use your arrow keys. So thank you for watching, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you on my next video.